I ain't gonna do nothing but let you go. I'm just gonna take a few pictures with you, then I'm gonna let you go. Whoa, man, look at this. Look at this. Look at this big ginormous bass. Let me pull you guys real close to me. Sometimes when I come out here, I don't want to use minnows. Okay, I'm not interested in keeping minnows. Sometimes I want to come out here and let me pull you real close to me. I come out here with just plastics. Okay, right now I'm using the 1.5. Okay, and all I'm doing is just, I got my 9-foot Yaannk Stik and I'm just vertical jigging. Technically, that's a fancy term for meaning all I'm doing is just dropping it in the water. That's all I'm doing. Let me tell you, I have no electronics on the boat. You don't see me with 4 or 5 screens. You don't see me with, right now, with 8, 9, 10 poles. Okay? All I got is just this one pole. That's it. That's it, guys. And I'm going to go into detail a little bit later. What I'm using. As a matter of fact, let me turn you guys around. What I'm using and how I'm using it. Okay? And we're not going to keep today, but we are going to put a few in the basket. Let me show them to you. Okay? We got way too many crappie in this lake. And the guys in the lake committee, let me turn around so you guys can see me. They keep telling me, Cam, take some of those crappie out of there. We got way too many crappie. So I'm just going to catch a few, put them in the basket, and I'm going to film for it. Then I'm going to release all of them. 80% of the time, I'm running a 116. You're in between seasons. We're in October, and you have to try a few things. I generally run the 116, but right now I'm running. Let me show it to you. I'm running the number 4 round head. If you prefer the minnow head, you can do the minnow head. Okay. This jig, this 1.5, is fire. Okay, and it is just knocking the socks off of these crappie. I'm going to show you how I use it again. Okay. The 1.5 plus I got a number 4 hook, that nasty bend hook, and I got a 1/32. The reason why I'm running a 1/32 is because it falls slower in the water column, and 8 out of 10 times they pick it up on the way down. And listen, all I'm doing, look, just raise it, lower it in the water. That's all I'm doing. Guys, I'm not doing anything special. I'm not doing anything special. Let me tell you something. This chartreuse green sparkle and that number 4 nasty bend hook knocks fire from these crappie. I mean, it is serious. Let me show you a trick too. Because this plastic is man-made, it has fingerprints all on it of a human. This is what you do to get rid of that scent. Crappie hunt 30-40% by smell, the other by sight. So I rub that slime, and let me tell you what happens. That slime doesn't come off easy. It's almost waterproof. You guys have touched the fish and that slime is still on your hands. You guys have done that before. Let's put them in the basket. Remember, we're just going to use it for filming. I'm going to go out and I'm going to come back in again, okay? I don't know if I'm going to be able to put this on the tripod, guys, but I was out here. I'm going to try. I was out here just jigging like I always do. You guys saw me catching those little fish, and look what came along. Look what came along, and I'm running my 9-foot. This is a 1/32 that I got him hooked with, okay? So I kind of have to take my time with him, okay? And I'm just going to let him do his thing. I'm not going to rush him because that's a number 4 hook that's in there. So I'm just going to take my time. It's either bass or catfish. You see how I'm stripping? Okay, because I don't want to take the time to dial if I dial that drag in too hard, it's going to mess me up. So all I do, guys, is I strip. When he starts to do a run, I strip. Okay, this is a 1.5-inch jig. Whoa! Whoa! Look at this. He's pulling the boat. I'm going to look at that. Guys, I want y'all to see this big bass. You know I'm not a fan of bass at all. You know I'm not a fan of bass at all. Look at this big monster here. I'm going to try to set you guys back up on the tripod, okay? Because I know he's getting ready to do another run. Yep, he sure is. He's getting ready to do another run. I got to get this other pole out the way. Boy, this is a big bass. Boy, it's a big bass. Look at this big rascal. Guys, this is that nasty bend hook. I'm going to have to reach down and grab him because it looks like he's kind of gotten caught. Let me see if I can reach down and grab this big rascal. I'm going to see if I can set you guys up on the tripod, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to hold you guys right in my hand. He's gotten tangled up in my other one too. Look at this big rascal. Good night. We got some big bass in here. Boy, this is a big bass. Guys, I caught this rascal off of that 1.5. He's going to do another jump. I know he is, but I'm going to see if I can grab him before he does that. Look at this big rascal. Come here, big girl. I ain't going to do nothing but let you go. I'm just going to take a few pictures with you. Then I'm going to let you go. Whoa, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this big, ginormous bass. God almighty. Whoa, man. Let me tell you why I caught him. Because that nasty bend hook is right there in the lip. Look at this. Unbelievable. I don't fish for nothing but crappie. That's all I fish for, and you guys know that. I'm gonna see if I can. Let me see if I can show this rascal to you. Look at this. Unbelievable. Look at this. Guys, I said orange, white, and chartreuse. Whoo, man. Let me see. I'm gonna put him in the bottom of the boat. Look at that. I'm going to put him in the bottom of the boat so I can put you guys on the tripod so I can show you how big this rascal is. I'm going to let her go. I have no intentions of keeping her. Look at that. Matter of fact, let me get the hook out. Look at that. It's just barely hooked in there. Let me let her down. I'm going to set you guys up on the tripod and I'm going to show her to you. Then we're going to release her, okay? No sense in keeping her. She's too big and too gorgeous to even think about keeping. Let's hold her real quiet. Real quiet. Let's let her just kind of get her wits about her. There she goes. There she goes. Unbelievable. Wow. So you're going to see me talk about it, okay? This one right here is just totally beat up. And I want to say this to you guys so you'll know that I'm just 100% transparent. I got to replace this. Look, all the sparkle is gone off of it because they've hit it so many times. Guys, I'll put this 1.5 inch tube up against any color, anytime. Okay, anywhere across the country. This silver flake shad with a chartreuse tail, round head, number 4, nasty bend hook. All right, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm running my 9-foot cams Yaannk Stik. You can see it's white to blue. Can you guys see that? I'm running in the 9-foot today. I'm not running the 10-foot. 10-foot is generally where I live. All right. And you can see I got it marked. Let me see if I can show it to you. I got it marked at 6 feet. So I'm coming down, in actuality, I'm down at about 6.5, 7 feet. Okay? And remember, I'm running the 1/32. Why am I running the 1/32? Is because it falls very slow in the water column. And 8 out of 10 times those crappie will hit it on the fall. And listen, all I'm doing is just lowering it in the water. That's it. Nine-foot carbon fiber. This whole outfit belongs to cams. From the jig to the hook, to the rod, to the reel. And all you gotta do is just go to camscrappiehold.com. Not to mention, we got Afterpay. Look at that, just had a hit. Just had a hit. We've been here probably 60 seconds. And what we're doing is I'm keeping my teeth sharp for when the big girls get ready to come up. When the water temperature drops, the big crappie are going to come out. Make sure I got you guys turned. This to you guys. This is very, very important. I'm going to slow down so you guys can hear. And I want to put an exclamation mark on the end. Sometimes when you come out this time of the year and you're catching crappie, you may go into a spot and pull out 3 or 4 and they'll shut off. Okay? Crappie will do that this time of the year. They get spooked real easy. What happens is you have to find another spot and let them cool off a bit. Let them cool off for about 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you come back, I guarantee you they're going to be there. Around. I'm going to show you what it looks like brand new, and then I'm going to show you, let me fix the camera, what a used one looks like. Okay. You probably can't see it. All the glitter is just about knocked off of that one. Okay? All the glitter is just about gone. Let me put it up there real close so you can see it. See all that glitter's gone? Here's a brand new one. They just knocked the fire off of this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on right now. You notice I didn't throw my jig in the water. I threw it on the boat. I'll discard it later. If it comes to the water with you, let it leave with you. Don't throw stuff in the water. Bingo. Bingo. And bingo. Push that head up there like that. 1/32, a number 4 hook. Let me tell you, these things here, look, I'm going to show it to you just so you can see it. One rod, one jig. That's what I'm running. I want you guys to make sure you can see that. Man, this color is deadly. Show you guys that bryozine or bryozoa. Let me show it to you. See that bryozoa? I'm fishing all underneath that bryozoa. You see it? And plus the water temperatures are falling. Look at it all out there. And it's everywhere. Look at it. There we go. I'll put you guys back right. There you go. Sometimes they'll pick it up on the fall and you won't even know. Just like that. You won't even know he's on there. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, that 1.5, when you downsize, it lowers your print in the water. Okay? Look at that. It lowers your print in the water. And those crappie seem to love it. Put him in the basket. And let me say this to you again. All I'm doing is just keeping my teeth sharp by coming out here and just catching a few, okay? Coming out here catching 10, 12 little 10.5, 11-inch crappie is better than sitting at home with the remote control in your hand, okay? That's very important for you guys to remember that. Back together. Oh, let me mention this to you too. If you guys get a chance, you'll see it in the top left or right hand corner. Come join us. It's free of charge on Facebook. Guys, the community is growing in leaps and bounds. Okay, just go to Cam's Crappie Hole Community. You'll see it right up there on the screen. And come on in and join me. We're all a family. At the end of the day, it's all about catching fish. Okay, it's free. All you have to do is just answer a couple of questions. How did you hear about us? What type of fish you catch? And we let you in. Okay, it's free. Go stop by the refrigerator. Get yourself a sub sandwich, man. Get yourself something just cold to drink. Come on and have a seat on the sofa and just chill out with us. Showcase what you catch and how you roll all across the country, and let the entire world see your catch. Okay, it's free of charge. I love for you guys to post. That's why I built that community, just for that. All right, let's see if we can get back in here and have some more luck. Let me make sure I got you guys so you can see. So you can see. There you go. And listen, all I'm doing is just lowering it in the water. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything special. Every now and again, I give it a little twitch. Let me pull up just a touch. And remember, this time of the year, it's normal. You may catch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, and then they shut down on you. I've had that happen to me quite a few times. So don't get nervous about that. Don't think that there aren't any more in there. They get spooked. sure I got you guys here. Let me shoot right here. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, that color, that's... Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, just go right down into the comments. If you see that I'm doing anything difficult, please let me know. Please let me know. This is very, very simple fishing. If you do not have a 9 or 10 foot rod in your arsenal, guys, this is what you love to do. You love to fish. Don't be afraid to spend money on yourself. Okay? You deserve it. You work 7 days a week. Some of you guys 8 days a week. And you coming out here, man, enjoying yourself. This is what you love to do. Treat yourself. You got to have an 8 foot, 9 foot, or 10 foot rod in your arsenal. It's important. Oh, let me do this. I got to rub this plastic before I put him in there. Got to rub this plastic. Let me make sure you guys can see me. I need that slime. Important. Again, you guys see me running the 132nd, okay? And all we're doing, let me tell you, when that temperature starts dropping, I'm going from the 132nd back to a 1/8 with a 1/0 nasty bend hook, tipped with a minnow, okay? But right now, I'm just out here having a good time, sharpening my teeth. That's all I'm doing. Look at that. Yank! Look at that. Guys, I put this color up against any color tube that there is right now. I put it up against any color tube. Look at him. Pick up what I'm putting down, okay? Let's talk about jig heads. You saw I was running the 132nd today, and let's talk about colored jig heads. Most of the time, you guys will see me using, which is what I got on there on the end of that line. What I've been catching these fish with is a non-colored painted jig head, okay? But you guys have to remember that having a jig head color is a pick in itself. Whatever color jig head that you put on there, the crappie may be attracted just to that jig head. So don't look at the plastic and the jig head as one. Look at it as two, okay? You can match any color jig head that you want up against any colored plastic. It ain't like you got to have matching pants and matching shoes. It doesn't work that way, okay? Whenever I like a particular plastic and I love it, I just go with a non-painted. 90% of the time you'll see me using that. When it comes to painted jig heads, I may match this chartreuse and sparkle to pink. They may be interested in that pink color, which can actually spark the crappie to bite. Or it may be a chartreuse jig head color, okay? You can match it with any color that you want because that crappie may be attracted just to the color of that jig head. There's a black. One of them that's very, very becoming extremely popular, orange. You may hook up with the orange as a jig head, okay? You decide. There ain't no right or wrong to what you do, or you may come back to a non-painted, okay? So if you have a specific color that you're using, let's say if you're going with a stinger shad, a stinger, and you have a orange stinger, okay? Let me show you the orange stinger. You may have the orange stinger, and you may match that orange stinger up with a hot pink. Okay, let me show it to you. You may match it up with that hot pink, okay? And the crappie could be biting your jig because of that hot pink color. You may do a white, okay? Orange and white. So always remember this, whenever you're picking out a color, don't worry about if it matches or whatnot. Run what you think that the crappie may be biting at that particular time. Okay, that's the tip of the day, guys. And don't forget to, as soon as you catch a crappie, rub that plastic up against that slime on that fish to hide that scent. Listen, this is your boy Cam, And I want to make sure that you guys remember, take advantage of Afterpay. And our other store is open, Cam's Crappie Combo. .com. That is for the guys that want to build a custom rod and reel. Okay, it's been open now for about 2.5 weeks. We have Shop Pay on there, which is the same. That's my finance company, which is the same thing as you doing the same thing with Afterpay. Okay, I'll give you a line of credit once we get to know you. We'll boost it on up. Remember, Shop Pay on Cam's Crappie Combos.com. You'll see it right down there on the screen. Shop Pay, or you can go to Cam'sCrappieHole.com and you have Afterpay. All right. So listen, this is your boy Cam. You know me. This is the Crappie Hole. And until next time, keep those lines tight, keep those hooks wet, and we'll see you on the next turn.